Well, good morning. Surprise, surprise, Zen friends. Yeah, I'm on about 30 minutes earlier. Excuse me. Um, because, well. Hey, happy pill. Excuse me. Evidently, my voice isn't all here yet. So, last night, my final makeup session, even though it said it was like an hour and 41 minutes or something, only about a little over 30 minutes of it was uh, captured. It was acting up all night, and I contacted YouTube, and they said, "Oh, it's still processing. It should be fine." Blah 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 blah. And I had my Praying Mantis stream before. It was also showing processing still. Normally they're fast, fast, fast. So there was something going on. Of course, Mercury retrograde. We're gonna say Mercury retrograde. We honor you. We respect you. Please be nice to us. um, so we lost a lot of stuff. So I came on early to redo those. So I am going to start with those. That's why I came on 30 minutes early, because I'm going to do those first, and then I will look at the chat that we have and go from there. So happy pill, one of them was yours, so we'll do your one from last night too. But let's see here. I'm gonna make this smaller just for a little bit so that I can see these other readings. Okay. so so we'll go in that order there. Um, yeah, if you don't want me to do your one, let's see, what was it? Oh, you wanted angel ancestral messages. So I'll do that one from last night. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I will do that afterwards though, unless you want me to do your ancestor one in order, because I'm gonna do the ones from last night first. So whatever you decide, you can pop down there. I'll double check when I get to your name on my little list here. All right. So I did have two donations that I did the readings last night, and of course they were not there. So um so Christina Lowe, and Christina, if you're watching this, also I replied to thank you for requesting your personal reading. I sent you an email. I just need the location of your birth too. So check your junk mail if you didn't get my email in your inbox, because it's probably sitting in your junk mail. All right. So you wanted to know about your grandmother, Chris. Um, so there was, of course, I talked about a disclaimer around medical, and of course, I'm not a medical, um, professional. So see the description box of the video down below. But when I pulled about your connection with them, we got the Two of Cups, which is an important relationship, and there was this um, brightness around you too. That even though sometimes she could be a little cranky, it was funny because we were talking about her being a little cranky, and she wasn't always like sharing how much she appreciates you. There was also, they're bringing back to me the Five of Wands. You had like this Queen of Wands, which means you're bright and shiny, but you get things done. And sometimes that can create a little bit of friction with family members, especially when it has to do with her. You don't want anyone taking advantage of her, treating her poorly, abusing her in any way. So you're very protective of her. And she recognizes that. And she's like, I would like everyone to get along, and sometimes you can be strong with them because they need it. Excuse me, but so she recognizes that you do have that, with some family, but she appreciates that. Um, and I think that was a lot of the big things that we hit about the connection between the two of you. But the Two of Cups is that you're in an important relationship with her there as well. So, so that was really about the connection. When I pulled cards about her health, it was positive stuff. It was, excuse me, great possibilities. Speaking of health, hack, hack, great possibilities of upgrading, getting better, having good health. But it had to do with power of choice too. About a lot of stuff came up with the mind and the heart being when we focus on our pain and we focus on what's wrong, that grows, right? The wanting, the needing of um, like healing means we invite things to happen so we can experience healing. And what they were talking about is focusing on the higher vibration, gratitude for health, because we focus on the best health possible in this moment rather than the healing, because healing means we have things that pop up over and over and over and over again to you know um allow us to have healing experiences. But we want health, we just want to have consistent health. So that, kind of focus and doing that and doing that, um you know, that focus and that change can help, us. They did bring up the book to Louise Hayes, You Can Heal Your Life. And it has great stuff in the beginning about how to, our attitudes, our focus. And then there's a big part of the book that talks about symptoms and illnesses, what the emotional reason is behind it. And then affirmations. And then we're talking about, it's a great book to read to her or give to her to read, and it helps us. I mean, all the stuff in the beginning of the book is amazing, powerful awareness. But then the affirmations are really what they were focusing on a bit, because as we have these affirmations surrounding us, they're positive, they're that higher vibration that invites those things that match it instead of focusing on I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. The sickness expands because we're telling the universe with our energy, I really want to feel that. So those were a lot of the big things they're bringing back to me around that. And the do you need to do more? There's no like needs or have tos or must, but the things you can do is be that bright light, be a source of laughter, a source of joy, a source of higher vibration. And they mentioned like that book, that that's what you can do there. But there isn't any like judgment and that kind of stuff from spirit world. They're like, you're on your journey for you. And the biggest thing you can do is raise your inner love vibration, because that helps the collective, but that also puts out that energy. So those were the big things that they wanted to mention regarding your question. Let's see if they want to add anything else. Everything with all these readings not happening last night, there's always a reason behind everything. So, um, we just go with the flow. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, they're reminding me the fears. The Nine of Swords, is this, and here's the Ace of Cups on the bottom too. So they're kind of just reiterating, this is about focusing on unconditional love and gratitude for what is. And that's a good clarity too. The needing and the wanting are energies of this um lack, because it's I don't have something, I don't have health, I need it, I want it. So it lacking energy brings us more lack in that area. Whereas having gratitude for something is having. And what I have had, I'm grateful for the things that are healthy in my body. We focus on that, right? We can ask, Creator, I'd really live a healthy body, and we ask once, and then we just have gratitude. I know you're gonna bring me the perfect health and the perfect timing in the perfect way. I trust you. Gratitude, gratitude, higher vibration, right? And of course, we're taught to focus on our fears, and I'm like, oh, I fear I'm gonna get sicker, I'm gonna die, or whatever. It's like when I focus on that, I expand it. So again, it's like thankful for life, thankful for all the things that we're grateful for, right? So they're reiterating that. Yeah. And with the Justice card and the Seven of Swords, all of this is about, the Ace of Swords and looking at our thoughts and beliefs and our mindsets that do not, I mean, they don't support us. They're the fears that tear us down. They're restricting. They're small. And the Justice card is having access to seeing things from a different perspective outside of our small t truths rooted in fear from human opinion and go, there's a greater purpose. There's greater, medicine is good, but there's higher medicine that's available too. Those were the big things that they had talked about. So if you have any other clarity you're looking for, please let me know. And we can include that in your personal reading too. So that's what they had for you, Christina. So I'll look at that one here. Hey, Johanna and Divine Empathic. Hey, Fiend. Yeah, I started a little early because some of the stream last night when I was doing my makeup session mysteriously disappeared. It's like only not even half there. So I'm going in and bringing forward the messages for what spirit's bringing back to me and pulling additional cards so that people can get their messages. So that's why I came on a little early. So I'm doing those first before doing anything in the live chat now. So so there you go. So so that was for Christina. And then faith and focus. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. It was like, okay, YouTube said it was all going to be there. Just let it finish processing. It should be fine because it showed, a minute 41. 1 hour 41 minutes on the big one, but it was only showing like 35 minutes or so. And then it updated a little bit ago, and it's matching 35 minutes. So I don't think it's going to appear. If it does, that'll just be extra messages, but I wanted to make sure people got their messages. All right, and then faith and focus. So sorry that you didn't get yours till this morning. But you want to know, what is God trying to teach you this season of seeming stagnation, an oracle and tarot? It was amazing because last night the oracle I pulled first is the passion card. And it says, the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance with this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long lasting wisdom fill us up. So, card 34, I will reread this because this was the big thing, is that passion, the opposite of stagnation, right? It's like, oh, interesting, right? All right. So it says here, when we use the word passion, we usually refer to a strong feeling for something or someone. Could be a burning desire or a feeling of enthusiasm or intense emotion. Passion expresses itself powerfully, like a burning hot fire, as it radiates out from our core. This power cannot be hidden, it demands expression. We long for an emotion that is so strong that all we can do is surrender to its power. And at the same time, we fear this kind of emotion because we're afraid of losing ourselves, our sense of who we are, and in the eye of passion's storm within us. But there is clarity and insight to be found in this storm once we have withstood the heat of the fire and have held our balance in the midst of the blazing inferno. Only then can we move to the center and find the insight at passion's core. This passion activation card here, it reveals the process of power through the purple core. It demands for expression, the little blue around the core, and the storm of intense feelings and emotions all around, represented by the orange, the yellow, and the red of the lower chakras. It invites us to become aware of and to burn away anything that stands in the way of finding the valuable insights at its core. And although it could be enjoyable to feel these intense emotions, we cannot stay in this heat for very long without getting burned. So it talks about passion. I know where your concern is about this feelings of stagnation, but this passion is the beginning here. It says, try this. Take a moment to go inside yourself. And these are the great questions. What are you really passionate about? Do you love what you do in your daily life? Are your heart and soul engaged? How can you bring more passion into your life? How can you make sure that you don't miss the treasure of insights that lies beneath us? So make time for daily contemplation to check in with yourself and your passions. So as I was kind of blown away by getting this because then they went on to talk about how, you know, this stagnation feeling comes about when we're living someone else's dream and not our own. Like we wake up in the morning going, "Oh crap, I got to go to my dream today," ugh, and the stagnation and feeling like nothing's moving. It's because we don't have our heart's passion activated. We're stuck in our head of supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, and there can be these fears that are holding us back because this um ugly feeling that we have within us that I'm not living my true authentic life and I'm not doing what my heart loves and all that. When that ugly feeling is outweighed by our fears, we don't take action. We don't have movement. We aren't able to go forward. And then we do feel like we're existing. And that's that stagnation feeling. And we don't have that, being able to move forward and being able to do that. So, a big piece of this was, really getting out of the head and getting into the heart. I remember you got a lot of it was sword, 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 just all up at the mind, the mind, the mind, the mind. And there was this balancing energy of get out of your head and close your eyes. It was like the two of swords. Close your eyes and open your heart and just sit there. Because I remember now they were talking about because in the beginning when our heart wants to do things when we're young and parents and people are like, no, the brain becomes a bully of the heart and goes, no, you can't do those things. You need to calm down. And so the brain will keep them in that cage. And that's the stagnation. It's like, I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck. Right. But when we allow and go, okay, brain, come on, come on. We have a little peace treaty between the brain and the heart, and we allow them to have equal seats at the table, then the brain doesn't take on this bullying role. It realizes, okay, the person in charge is saying, okay, we're allowing the heart to point the direction, allowing our joy to lead us in our life. And then the brain goes, okay, well, what do I do? And like, well, you can support them. I can, yeah. So you listen to the heart, and then you can give to support to the heart, and the brain will uh, find ways to have the heart's dream come true. And that's when the passion gets activated. And that's when we can have forward movement. And so, those questions were really good that were there for, um, you know, what is my passion? What are the last five things that made my heart sing, that made it want to dance? And if I don't know, there was also I believe you got the Queen of Wands, which was this energy of whatever you put your passion and your energy towards, you can have happen. But she's also very connected to spirit, both energetically with wands, but all the queens also get cups, which is the empathic heart connection. And if you're unsure of what you want to do and where you want to go and how you want it to unfold, then it's like, oh, I get it. I can dial them up and go, I'm having trouble knowing this. Can you help me? And they will. They'll bring things into your life to help spark your heart, you know, like they do in the hospital, right? Be clear. Here we go. Okay, heart activated. Where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? And then that passion changes. And so that's where the stagnation comes from. And that's what they wanted you to know is that it is when we're living our dream in the moment, our true heart's dream, then we have excitement, we have this joy, we have this thing. Um, and sometimes if we are living like my dream is, like if my dream is to bring messages of spirit and help people remember who they really are, right? And if I attach my dream to an outcome, like, well, my dream is only coming true when I have 1 million subscribers, then I'm going to live in misery and lack every day until that million happens. And chances are that won't happen because I'm focusing on lack and it will push it further away. So it'll be the carrot that's, how they put a carrot in front of a donkey. Not that I'm an ass, but when you're going through and it's out there for so long, it becomes dried and has flies and it's moldy and it's dried up. And you're like, that it becomes less attractive because that's this outcome. But when you're having your dream and you're sitting in your dream and every moment you're stepping toward it, I know how to talk. Um, it brings in that excitement and that passion that comes in. So that's what they were looking for with a lot of that. And please, if you have any follow-up questions because of the delay, please, feel free to ask and we'll dive in deeper. If you have, if this has triggered any other questions around it, please let me know. All right. So that's what they have for you, faith and focus, and many blessings to you. All right. So that was it for the donation ones. So thank you guys for your patience in getting to those. And then I have like maybe 10 ish of the free readings, and we will step through those. And I'll try to remember, well, I won't try to remember, I will ask Spirit to bring through the messages that was given last night, and we'll see if they'll replay it. And if there's anything else, I'll pull extra cards. So, Lucky, you were up next, and you wanted to know who can you trust in your endeavors? Oh, I remember this because Spirit's like, you can't trust anyone else but yourself because you'd like to return to the better choice of careers since you have many types of experiences, anything coming through in the cards to help you start. And you got the two cards were like, you had the Ace of Wands, and I don't know what the other card was. I don't recall. But the big piece of it was that, yeah, you humans are fickle and unpredictable and they're only caring about themselves. So, when you're trusting, the different things, it comes back. It was almost kind of like we had with Faith and Focus's reading around passion. And I remember because they said, yeah, listen to Faith and Focus's reading because it was such the same type of energy as they're reminding me now. And you have a lot of different experiences, but it is about getting out of your head of the supposed to be and the should be and the need to be. And like, I have all these experiences. I should do something along these lines, but they're like, close your eyes and get into your heart. Where's your joy leading you? Where's your joy leading you? And follow that because your heart is the one you can trust and it will lead you to where it wants to experience things in the now. And so I really like that for you. That was the big thing is and they were like, because it's like, I want to return to a better choice. There's no wrong choices. There's just different choices with different experiences. And the experiences our brain chooses us really teaches us and points us back to our heart because, like we were talking about in Faith and Focus's reading, it feels stagnant. It feels bleh when we're living some other dream, some other opinion instead of following our heart. So really listen to Faith and Focuses, and that'll give you a lot more clarity on there too. So we'll do that one. All right. And then Happy Pill, you did have on angels and ancestral messages. So you spirit guys free reading. And then you write a newer one if possible. Okay, so um we'll take care of yours when we circle back around. Okay. So I'll let that one go then. And then Shanae Govinder, let me pull up something here because I thought, no, it wasn't you yet there. So Shanae, you wanted to know how Kyle feels. You're currently in no contact. You unblocked him recently and kept running into him. Will he reach out soon? I remember the second portion is that it wasn't that they would reach out soon. And I think it's like you got the tower card, which was people are removed out of your life on purpose for a purpose to make space for something that's more in alignment with who you want to be and where you want to go. And there was this energy that was about, really getting honest and looking at, does their energy match your energy? Not, do I need to change to have them, and I feel like this, and this is why you blocked them originally, because you felt this wasn't matching. And now that you unblock them, nothing has changed. Right? They didn't Blocking them didn't do a magic spell on them and make them any different. They're still the same. And I feel like, that's what Spirit was saying is like, it's you have someone else that's down the road that's more in alignment with who you are. That it's not this game playing that they have of coming forward and moving away and coming forward and moving away and coming forward and moving back. And you're just like, I'm tired of whiplash. And while you blocked them and you were healing from your whiplash, you were like, "Oh, yeah, well, I wonder if they, do I wanna go through whiplash again? Or maybe they changed, but they haven't." And so the encouragement for you with them was let them let them go. It's not gonna be they're not gonna contact you, and it's good for you that they're not. Um, they were a good stepping stone for you, but not for you. I mean, it was for you to learn about yourself, learn about what you want, what you don't want, and what you will allow or not. And there was a little bit of mirroring to that I think was the eight of in these cards, the eight of swords, which is a mirror. And it's like, just realize whatever you saw in them was for you to learn about yourself, to free yourself from things so you could move forward and not take those things into your future relationship that is coming down the road. So hopefully that helps, Shanae. Thank you again for your patience in getting to your reading. All right. And then after that was Highness. Highness, you want to know, how would Robert react if you go back to work at the company? I remember Spirit's bringing back this one because they were. It was funny because we got like the Lovers card, which is emotional choice, and the other card was like a joy celebration upbeat card. It was like they would welcome it, they'd be fine with it. But the Lovers card was most of the time. And they did point out, and you know this about them, they have bad days. And when they have bad days, they hate the world and everyone in it. And it wouldn't be personal. It would just be on their bad days. But it was like fine. It wasn't like, yes, they're so excited. They're like, they would be okay with it. They're fine with it. It'd be good. They would be fine, except when they're having their bad days. And then, but the fire breathing dragon is burning everything, not just you. And so it's not personal that it would be, but it was welcomed. It was positive. There was no like alarms of going, run from there, don't go back there. It was, yeah, it would be fine, except for those bad days that that they have. So and that's what they had for you, Highness. So thank you again. And again, if you have any other questions, you can pop them into the chat today. I will make sure everyone gets their readings sometime today, as long as all the streams are working. My goodness. All right. And then we had Eldona Haj da Mataj. I probably murdered that. My apologies. And you wanted a general reading. And let's see here. Excuse me. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So let me grab this for you. Aldona. Sorry, I'm crunching my cough drop right in the microphone. So sorry. So rude. Let me see. Where did I have this? Oh, it's down here. I remember yours. Your two cards. You got the ASMR. You got the Sun card and the Moon card. And I was like, I always love when those come out because they are um, such a wonderful combination. Here it is. And a big piece of what they wanted you to know when you're reading Aldona was that um, there's so much astrological energy. It's impacting us all. But they were like, there's this brightness and there's this moon energy and following the moons. It was so important for all of that, for you to be aware of that because there's such a impact with your astrology that's going on and being aware of the flood of emotion, the flood of astrological energy that comes in allows you, as the video that I shared is from Rewilding with Sabrina Lynn. Amazing, amazing astrologer. I follow a few. And she's so passionate. She cusses and she's real. I mean, she talks like that, like, "Rrr," and I'm like, I love her awareness and her journey. And this video is the one, it's actually even in the description box and comment of last night's stream that cut short. But here it is, and this is for anyone. She gave a wonderful 2025 astrology themes because this is an unprecedented change and transformational year. And they really pointed back to that, going, yeah, really look into that. Um, and so they were really focusing in on diving into the astrology and the energy and how it's impacting you. So I really, hey, Shanae, I just finished your reading from last night a couple ago. So if you want to check that out uh, as well. So good to see you. So the stream last night, just if anyone's going, wow, you've been on for a while already, bruddaZEN. The stream last night for some reason, and thank you, Happy Pill, for letting me know that it was just buffering, so it must have disconnected at some point. Um, well, after like 35 minutes out of an hour and 41 minutes. Um, but Mercury retrograde energy. So, uh, so Shanae, you must not be hearing me talk right now. But so I did complete yours just a couple moments ago because it only got up to at the very end of the 70s reading. So I did complete Christina's donation, Faith and Focus, and then Lucky, and then Happy Pill, and then you, Shanae, and I just finished Highness. I'm just finishing up Aldona. Sorry, Aldona, I went right in the middle of your reading. But definitely focus in on that astrology, and then check out that video. Okay, so that's what they had for you, and then Ateshi Singh. You had asked, is the next person coming in someone new or someone from your past? It was definitely someone from your past. You had the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands, which is Page of Wands is all about an upgrade, something resurrecting and coming back, and then also the Six of, oh no, it was the Judgment card, not the Six of Cups, the Judgment card, because it was all about resurrection, the angel with something that was dead rising back. And I remember because they said, don't worry, it's not a zombie that I know of, but it is someone from the next person coming in is someone from your past. And with this Venus retrograde energy we're in, and we're in Mercury retrograde now too, it's about people from the past coming back across our path. It doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with them, but the next person that's coming in is someone from the past. And it can be about putting the nail in the coffin to resolve something and have it done. Or depending on how you feel about it, if you want to try again, you can, but it can be either one of those. So that's what they have for you on that one, Ateshi. And then after that was content. You know what I wonder, was it Jane or Penelope that waved at you from the red car? Jane was the Three of Cups, and Penelope was a very um I forget what the card was because it was like a very thank you, Spirit. um it was the Temperance card, which is kind of steady, kind of copacetic, very smooth. And but Jane's card was Three of Cups. It was like, hey, hey, and so it was Jane by those cards. So there you go. I love how Spirit, all the readings I do, I'm amazed when they're just like boop, play, play, play. All right. And then Victoria Ramirez, you want to know what is coming towards you during this full moon in Virgo. There was a very, oh yeah, yours was very earthy, grounding energy because they're bringing the reading back to me now, which was all about. It was a surprise because I'm like, how fair is that? This Virgo full moon energy is like, wow, bringing a lot of lunar eclipse, a lot of change, a lot of stuff. But for you, and they were mentioning maybe you have a lot of Earth in your chart, or you have Virgo a lot in your chart, or whatever your chart in alignment with all this energy. It was like oddly very grounding, bringing you to this place of solidness. Um, there was this, I think you had the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, is what I'm seeing. And the Eight of Swords, it's a time of calmness and where you can just do some reflective. Oh, no, it was the Queen of Swords. Sorry, not Eight of Swords, because they were showing me you like this, which is the Queen of Swords in this deck, is she's balancing the head and the heart. And she's just looking at things and contemplating. It gives you this wonderful place of peace to be able just to look at some things. And the Four of Pentacles, which is a solid foundation in the outside world, that's where a lot of that balancing energy had come in. And it was bringing you contemplating your worth because the Four Pentacles, the wisdom it brings is when I define myself by the outside world, by relationships with people of all kinds, friends, family, romantic, whatever, situations or things, I feel unstable. And so there was this pulling you in to look at this and see your worth rooted in the unconditional love, eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms, and finding your pricelessness, realizing when you define yourself by the outside world, that's retail price. You end up on a clearance rack, right? It's very fickle, unstable. But like when I define myself in here, I have this stability. So this energy was doing a lot of reflective energy in that, but it's from a place of calm and a place of grounding. And that's the energy that they were bringing in there. You might even check out the Virgo full moon video that we put out. And here it is, just in case. I'm going to throw it into Z chat here. There we go. So if you want to check that out, then we can do that as well. And for everyone, I started a little early because the makeup stream last night stopped recording like after 35 minutes into an hour and 41. So I'm finishing up and redoing those from last night, and then I'll start on this chat. So, and for Sundays, and I always come back on after I'm on for a couple hours. So I'll be headed out of here like at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which is just a little under 2 hours from now. And I'll come back and I'll finish everything out. So you can put your question in the chat for free readings. If you make a donation, I will prioritize those once I finish up. I only got like 3 or 4 more of these free readings to go from last night. and then I will start on the donations, and then my YouTube channel member fee readings, and then free readings. And whatever I don't get through in this session, I do come back on and make sure everyone gets a message today. So just you can put your question out there. Okay. so so that's it, Victoria, for you. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And then faith and love. You wanted to expand on the your earlier reading about when um you would be a wife and a mom. And so it it was, this reading of um like you ultimately, let's get to the skinny, right? Just, I don't need to rehash the whole video, right? I mean, the whole reading. It's like you'll meet them, your husband, sometime this year. And then you will, within a year after you're married, you will have a child. You'll be pregnant within the year after you're married. You may not have the baby until, of course, in 9 months. That's how it usually works, right? But they were talking about it can be the range of sooner or later had to do with your energy and raising your love vibration. And we had talked in your reading yesterday about how in each lifetime, that's like your standard. I want to be a spouse with a child, usually mother with a child was like your kind of standard setting. And they're like, that's your desire and stuff, but they were really focusing on allow that just to be thank you, creator. This is going to come in its perfect timing in the perfect way. And that perfect timing thing was like, "Ugh," but it's perfect timing in the perfect way with the perfect person. And it's all fated. It's in the possibilities. But what helps it come in sooner is you living your heart, living your passion, doing the things that you love and getting out there and spending time with friends and people that you care about and doing things you love, especially creativity. And because in doing that, that's when you meet your future husband. Um, because if we make it, oh, I want to be a wife and I want to be a mother, and that's our focus. That's the want and need and lack energy that extends it out because it's a range, right? The soonest you can meet them and the latest. And if we're, if we're, and you're not desperate for it, but if we're like, if we are ever desperate for something, we push it out like to because we're telling the universe, I want to experience this wanting for as long as possible. And we're like, no, no, that's when we start focusing on gratitude and it comes in earlier. So they really didn't, I was pushing them for like dates and times and months and that, and they're like, no, not now anyway. So they were like, we want you to focus on getting out and living and not being in pursuit of filling that husband and child position in your life because they are a part of your life. They are not your life. Um, and so that's what they wanted you to know, their faith and love. So we can dig more later as the energy unfolds and go, okay, let's do a check in, right? All right. So that is what they had for you. And then Eagle, thank you for being one of the first that said, hey, is your video showing cutting off at 35 minutes? And I looked, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Um, so yours, you want to know what are Ruth's current thoughts about you? Is she mad at you? And the cards that came in, um, we got it was a positive card. It wasn't like um any kind of negativity in it. It was like she's definitely not mad at you. I did get um the devil card for her, which is Capricorn Saturn energy. And they wanted you to know that she is going through a very rough time in her life right now where it's like everything in her life feels challenged and her life is being shaken. And it felt like she's mad at the world, not mad at you. So it's like a dragon who is very upset and breathing fire and burning things that they're not meaning to burn. And so it was a card of um, almost supportive with that, and her thoughts were not, but they weren't anything specifically towards you that she was. She's just around everything, and so when it's like when if you ever come across an animal who's scared, an animal who would normally love us, if they're freaking out, they'll snip at us too. And that was kind of the, the energy that was coming in there. So not mad at you, just mad at the world. So, right. So that's what they had. And then lastly, we had Livier Vagara. So let me get rid of this over here. Okay. And you wanted to ask a time or period when you'll meet the right person. And yeah, you got one of those readings about ranges, and they didn't want to tell you kind of like faith and love in a way. They were like, the important thing right now is the love that you're looking for, the right person is you. And they did talk about that you do have a faded relationship later in this life, but they didn't want to focus and give you the periods of time because what the important thing is for you to raise your love vibration by questioning your thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you anymore, emotions and relationships that don't serve you anymore, energy that doesn't serve you anymore, and things in the physical world that don't serve you anymore. And there's like this clearing away of all that and moving it all away, because that helps raise your low vibration, which then brings in things sooner. And it's about gratitude for who you've loved in your life, and what you love about yourself. And but there is this stage right now of clearing away these thoughts and these beliefs and these things, because those are the things that are weighing you down. And they're like, we'll talk about them later, but they were like, we don't want you to get focused on the external, because that is what will slow it all down and drag it out instead of speeding it up and bringing them in sooner. And so they were focusing on that right now. um, but they did say we can check on this later, but they were like, now it's all about you, focusing on you. Okay. All right. So that is what we have there. So thank you guys so much, for allowing me the space and time to finish up all those from last night. Let me expand things out here so we can get into today's. And hello, everybody that has come in since I started. I did start early so that we could finish up all the stream from last night that pooped out evidently in the middle, and it didn't tell me. I looked fine on my end, but evidently, thank you, Happy Pill, for letting me know it was just buffering, which means I was connected, but it wasn't connected. so, um, so we finished everything. Um, and I did put a note in last night's stream, so if you're one of those, you'll see that I finished it today instead. Okay. So, how the free readings work, for all of you new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We've got a great group of Zen friends here who have huge hearts, great senses of humor. So, please, 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 feel welcome here. Free readings. All you do is put your question out in the chat. There's no special list. The chat is it. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all. And free readings are 1 to 2 cards. When I get to those, if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those, step out of the free readings and dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards for those too. And then I return back. If you want to make a donation, I don't have a set dollar amount. You can donate whatever is on your heart. I know everyone's finances and cost of living varies across the world. So whatever you give from your heart is perfect. You can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. So you can do any of that. After that, my YouTube channel members do get second priority for their free readings. And then after those are done, then I move on to the free readings. Sundays are special in that I'm on for a couple hours, so I'll be on for about little over an hour and a half more. And then I go spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members, sometimes longer. But I do come back and eventually sometime this afternoon to finish up all readings. So you will get a message from Spirit today. And the last 2 days, I did finish all of the readings. Of course, today I finished up last night's. Um, so that's the way it works. If you're interested in YouTube channel membership, there's a link down below for that. Have 2 levels: Zen Cricket $2.99 a month, Praying Mantis $7.99 a month. We actually get together on Thursdays too for a joint session, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours, doing tarot, oracle, past life readings, all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested, and then Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, we have special sessions for my Praying Mantis members and advanced access to all the videos I put out, which some of those I shared already, but I won't waste time on that today. All the links for my playlist are in the description box of the video too. And my personal readings and Hedge of Peace are on sale. I extended it into March. So all that information is in the description box as well. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So let's calm down a little bit. I was like on super rush speed, and I'm going to bring in the singing bowl just to kind of reset some energy here and make peace with Mercury retrograde energy. So this and all the streams will be error free and all of that. We've been having trouble with the microphone too out of nowhere. I did plug it directly into my computer instead of through some USB connections. Hopefully that works good today too. So as I hit the singing bowl 3 times, take some deep breaths with me and think of all the things that we're grateful for, like great connections in the internet and everything else, and what we're grateful for. That helps raise our love vibration and then allow the singing bowl to be this vibration of letting love, this eternal unconditional love, flow into our hearts and then flow out to the world. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me and doing that. I love feeling all of the energy that you guys add in. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let me take a sip here and we will get started into the readings from today. All right. Drink a little too much tea there. Okay. So good morning, everybody. All right. So we are using, continue to use the Light Seers Tarot and the Animal Guide? Yeah, Animal Guides Tarot as well, as they ask us to switch around. So I will start with donations first. So we'll jump into that. Hey, Livia. Just finished your reading from last night, Ashvin Ray. I also had yours from last night not too long ago. Victoria Huber Ramirez, we did go yours too. And Shanae, that one too. So, and went in order from the video last night, the makeup stream. So, if you want to kind of know your order, kind of check out that video, the pinned comment on the last night's video, and you go, okay, I was this one, but I went in order, uh, the same as that one. All right. So let us start here. So let's take a look. So I did get a donation via Z PayPal. Hey, Maria. What's up, Maria? Let me check some timestamps here. All right. So up first, we'll have Rocky's World and then Johanna. And yep, and then we have Maria. And then to Ashvin Ray. Yep, that's where we'll be at there. Okay. And of course, shout out to all my YouTube channel members that are here. Johanna, you'll see their names in green. We got Happy Pill as well. And I think that's it for right now. All right. So let's get into it. So, Rocky's World, thank you for your donation today. And let's give that a love and a like there. And your question is below. So, you purchased an expensive ticket that has many options that comes with it. Oh, nice. Which one will you receive? Um, the KOP movie night or dinner with PJ? Ooh, all right. So let's take a look here based on current energies. Which will you get? We'll look at the energy of KOP movie night. Okay, and I do want those two with that. And I want these two with that. And that will be the dinner with PJ. All right. So the first one here, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. So this KOP movie night seems more 7 of Pentacles energy with all this others is like, is this the favorite option? It doesn't feel like this is the option that you're wanting. And that 2 of Wands says, I feel like you want the dinner with PJ. We'll see what the cards are in a sec. But that's the energy of the 2 of Wands, which is like, focus on what we want, not what we don't want. Gratitude for what we want, not need and want. So it's like, Creator, I would really like dinner with PJ. And so if that is the highest thing for me, I give it to you, I surrender it to you. And I'm grateful that you're going to bring me the perfect experience. And when we sit in that gratitude and you release it and you let spirit know what you want, unless there's a faded something that needs to happen. Excuse me. Goodness, frog in my throat. It it will unfold that in that manner, right? So let's see the dinner with PJ here. Ooh, yep, strength card, Leo energy being seen. Well, and then we got the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, which is this emotion, being aware of emotional energy and emotional choice with this too. So it feels like, is there a third option? I almost feel here, Rocky, that it's like, I don't know. I mean, the 4 and the 5 of Cups is about kind of like boredom and emotional, like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't like I thought it was going to be. And the strength card is like Leo energy, being seen, attractive energy, that kind of thing. So, PJ, it sounds like their energy is very attractive, very Leo. And the other just kind of feels like, yeah, it's not what I thought it would be either. So, and it almost feels like there's a third option, something else you get instead. Because these just feel kind of, all right, do you want vanilla ice cream or a vanilla shake? And you're like, well, I'd really prefer like mint chocolate chip. It's like, well, I don't know. Barbecue. Oh, you get a barbecue. um, so if there's a third option, let's take a look here because I just feel like there's something else here, right? Let's see what we have here. Okay. Yeah, and there's this temperance. It's like Be patient with the process because it will bring you gold in the end. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. So you have the Three of Wands, which is a change of direction. You have the Queen and the King of Cups, which, of course, is divine counterpart energy. And because I'm using two decks in one, almost two complete decks in one, you get the Nine of Pentacles twice, which is independence, but also two independent people. And it's a abundance, an external abundance thing. So I feel like it's not either one of those, and whatever it comes in, and again, that's nice that if we give it to spirit, give it to the creator, going, you know what? I know you're gonna bring in, if I trust you and release it to you and surrender it to you, you're gonna bring me the best time ever. And I feel like something happens, like if this is like, well, the third option is you get to go to a barbecue and you go there and you're like, well, this is just going to be food, but there's a surprise there. And like people show up to it that you're like, oh my God, and you get to meet people. Like maybe if you get dinner with PJ, is one of the options. At the barbecue, you actually get to meet more people there. And you're just like, "Oh my god, I got to sit and eat with so and so. I got to meet so and so. I got to meet so and so." That's the kind of energy that is coming in there. So, um, hopefully that helps. And let's see what your fortune cookie says. Yeah, from here. How fun. So trust whatever you get. Keep your eye open because you're gonna be like, "Is that Madonna?" No, I don't think it's Madonna, but is that Taylor Swift? It's like gonna be like, wait a minute. Yeah, and you got prosperity. So it is gonna bring you whatever unfolds. And it's let go of the past, embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy like a frog. Abundance and good fortune await you. I like it. Can't make that up. That's so perfect. So that's what they have their Rockies world. I can't wait. You have to let me know. Who was it? You're welcome, Faith and Love. Glad you got to see that, even though you're like, huh? All right. So thank you for that donation, and we'll circle back around and do your other one here in a moment. So, Johanna, you are up next. Hello, hello. So let's give you a love and a like there for that donation. Appreciate that. Oh, you clipped this body wash. I know. I love their name too. Let's see here. I think your question is up above. You have another weird question today. Oh, we love weird questions. So, did you by any chance have a past life with Marilyn Monroe in some lifetime? Or why do you feel so connected to her? Yeah, let's take a look here. I'm so sorry. Let me take a sip here. So, what is this connection with Marilyn? Marilyn Monroe. Okay. What do we have? What do we have here? Okay. I'm sorry, my pipes are getting clear, so you won't hear me hacking up too much longer here. So, yes, you do have past life connection. We get the Queen of Cups. That's one of my past life indicators showing, uh, that there is this subconscious connection through Akashic records with them. So you definitely did. And the bottom of the deck, the energy kind of brought it to saying yes to, which is the 6 of Wands, which is being on stage, this energy here. I feel like, you know how Supernova has Kurt Cobain as a spirit guide? Yep. Marilyn Monroe is one of your spirit guides. Um, she's helped guiding you, on your journey here. I know. uh, so I love that. As soon as I had that, I'm like, wow. And okay, where do we let's start here. Let's just start here. But again, I mean, just because of this stage and because of this, right? David Lynch, yeah. And there is this, it's there's like um Supernova, which we love. Her spiritual posse, she's got this group of musicians that she's been a part of, you know, and sometimes they're all together, sometimes some are in spirit, and sometimes they are like you were a spirit guide for them in a different lifetime, as well. And it's this intertwined kind of thing. And I feel like you've been part of an acting, singing troupe for many. I don't. Maybe you and Supernova know each other. That'd be funny. But you guys have been a part of, like, you have been a part of this with Marilyn Monroe and David Lynch and different expressions throughout time. It's like how you guys, like we were talking about, how you just this is part of who you are, is this desire to act and sing. It just feels like it's you. It's like it's not separate from you. It's that same kind of energy that Supernova has, and that's the kind of energy I'm feeling for all this too. I know, right? What? um, so okay, and let's start here. So the 5 of Pentacles is the feeling of lack, of being abandoned, being left out in the cold. And this is one of the reasons why she wants to be um involved and has the energy of the character of Marilyn Monroe, because they've been very a lot of different human characters too, but because of her experiences with stage and acting, and singing even, um, singing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President," but they're because she's playing it in my head. The 5 Pentacles is helping you overcome these feelings of fear around lack and abandonment and being left out in the cold and not being enough or having enough, um, because of her extreme experience. She can help you leap ahead and give you great guidance and energy to help you not have to go through what she went through. And that's a big piece of what she wants here, for you. And the King of Wands coming in too, which is about helping you step into your power and um help guide you with how you invest your energy, where you invest it, because she and it was the time that she was, existing as Marilyn Monroe, very much women were seen as almost second class, that men really, male energy really dominated and made her, decisions for her and bullied her, and she's like, "Oh, hell no, that's not gonna happen to you in this lifetime." She's like, this like, "You are the king of the jungle, no one else." And so this is a big piece of what she wants to help you with too. She has a lot of wisdom to bring in here too. Um, with this Page of Swords and um, bringing in clarity for you. There's this study energy with the Page of Swords and the Master of Education, the King of Swords. So they also want to um, guide you in learning about acting, learning about singing, and doing different things too. Um, So I feel like they're giving you some activating some natural past life abilities, and I feel like that's how they wanna support it, because you have free will and you get to go learn what you want and do what you want, and they're like, "We don't wanna tell anyone what to do." But she's, like, working on your subconscious, especially with this Queen of Cups. A lot of what she does is, with your dreams and your subconscious and the connection to Akashic records, she's activating energies in your subconscious through your Akashic records and stuff too that helps you with all this, right? Yeah, that would be great. You can watch her movies and really connect with her. But this is the thing too about standing tall and not dimming your light, that candle blew out long before her legend ever did. But the Seven of Wands is about shining bright, not dimming your light, not asking permission to shine, not feeling you have to defend who you are. And she had that very much. Yeah, she did a great job anyway. Good. Great. What are you talking about? She's funny. Good. But she wants to help protect you too, the shield, and to shield you from some things which you guys had agreed on. She's not doing it, willy-nilly on her own. Um, she's doing that because you asked her to. So I really like that, um, for you. So boom, boom, I love it. Definitely check out her movies. I loved her energy. She was so much smarter than, she let on to be, because when she played dumb, she got a lot more, and she was able to see people for who they really were. So she was very, very smart. Yeah, you did say she did a good job anyway. Yeah, and an importance to play. I love the dolphin energy coming in here too. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. I love that. Message from her. Play, baby, play. So I like that. Maybe a play too. Like, keep your eyes open for a play that is coming to a theater near you that you can audition for. All right. So that is what they have for you. I'm excited for you. Hey, Faith and Focus. Thank you for your patience. The I completed it last night, on the stream after, my Praying Mantis session, and evidently it pooped out after 35 minutes. But I did whatever wasn't done last night. I redid and shared things, this morning. I think you're the second. Um, yeah, Christine Lowe was first, and then you are. So if you, rewind to the beginning, you'll be number 2, on there. And please let me know if you have any questions on it too, because I channeled a lot. They brought back a lot of what they were talking about last night, but let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for your understanding. I'm like, Mercury retrograde, evidently, because it was like an hour and 41-minute session, and only 35 minutes actually was recorded. So somewhere in it went poop. Yeah, on today's reading, this actual stream. I started like 30 minutes earlier so I could, get complete all those from last night. So yeah, it's there. So thank you. Thank you again for your donation. Okay. Yeah, keep your goggles clean. You want your goggles. Oh, to keep your eye out. I get you. You are funny. Okay. So for donations, so we've got Maria P up next, and then Ashvin Ray. Whoa, mouse went wild. And then Rocky's World, and then Faith and Love, and then Nelia, and then Patty. Thank you guys so much. That's the order of the donations right now. So, Maria, thank you so much for your donation. And we'll dive into today's Sunday episode of For Days of Our Lives, right? All right. So let's take a look here. What are Wally's feelings and thoughts towards you today? Okay. Feelings and thoughts. And that one too. And then when you were chatting last night, uh, he said he knocked out. Was that true? He passed out or fell asleep or he knocked out someone. Uh-oh. Dial 9 and 1, and I tell you, dial 1 again. And then what's happening over there at the dark side? All right. Let's see what we have going on here. And then has his love got more deeper with you? All right. Let's see what's going on here. So his thoughts and feelings today. I like this. So okay. Well, first of all, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a relationship card. It's this fullness of life, and it's a very full card. It's like you help make his. y- we'll phrase this correctly because someone can't make my life feel fuller. Someone can help it make it easier for me to choose to see my life as fuller. And so you do that for them. And he likes this rest. He's looking forward to the nest. He likes nesting with you. Again, that this feeling of calmness, this feeling of mental stability that he gets. And you just help him. It's just this lighthouse in the middle of a storm that helps guide him out of the storm to a safe harbor. And he does that, and you also let him, in a way, let him see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective with all that too. So, I do like that, kind of energy. That's there. It's all there's nothing of concern there. It's all even number flow energy. It just feels very, you know, it's like you're one area of his life that just flows. And um there's not barriers. It's a flowing stream. They're showing me other parts of his life are it's funny that they're making it that it's uh infiltrated with the beavers, building dams and keeping things from flowing. And he goes, I turn around and a beaver's built another dam. But your relationship, it flows. So I like that. And then when you were chatting, he knocked out. Was that true? Yeah. You know, this Knight of Pentacles, this slow movie, slowest movie night out of them all. And the Justice card, this need for balance. And they haven't been balancing. And especially with the chime change and, with daylight savings time, jumping ahead, throwing off his sleep patterns. But this week has been a week, right? And energies, full moon eclipses, everything else. He was exhausted. So if you were asking if he like knocked out, like then he did. He fell asleep. And you know, going back to here about the calmness that you bring, you just it's like a lot of people tell me my voice when they listen to my videos and stuff. I've had the best night's sleep after starting to watch one of your videos because they fall asleep while listening to it, and it happens. And I feel like that's the kind of energy you give is you help bring rest and peace that allows them to pass out and go to sleep. I like it. Buddha Buddha. I'm gonna sing him some lullabies. And then you want to know what's happening over there on the dark side. So what do they want you to know here? Yeah. So we have the Two of Pentacles, this need for balance and this being torn in a couple of different directions, investing a lot of energy. Yeah. The 10 of Pentacles, which you got over there, the 10 of Pentacles here is there's a lot of energies he has to invest in that part of their life. Just, so much. It's a lot of the stuff we've talked about, it's just stuff going on with this child, stuff that they need, stuff going on with school that, and then we talk about that he's having to really help them with their studying and help them that, and then the to-do list is long on what needs to get done with their house and preparing for a home and doing this and doing that and then work and da 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 da. That's why you are their playtime. You are their joy time where they actually are taking time for them to enjoy their life. That's when they take time with you. And sometimes they do sacrifice sleep and rest because they enjoy it. Um, but that's the dark side is just busy, 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 endless task lists that are going on right now. And then has he fallen more deeper in love with you here? Well, we do have the page, excuse me, the Page of Pentacles, which does talk about expansion, growing, seeing their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, and being true to their authentic self. And the Emperor energy, Aries. I feel here because there's not cups and there's not this energy, and I know that's what we would love to hear. Like, oh, every second they're falling deeper and deeper in love, but I like how they're pointing this back to them. This is them looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world in a more improved way, seeing themselves and being more true to their authentic self. And the Emperor really helping them understanding that I get to choose what my life looks like, where I want to go. And they're in the midst of kind of trying to find themselves here. And so I kind of feel like Spirit is just kind of doing a little check-in just so that we don't get caught up in, you know, the story that we're creating inside of our heart and how our heart needs them to fall deeper for us when really they're pointing you back to yourselves, going, they need to fall, not need to, but the journey is them falling more in love with who they are, and yours is falling more in love with who you are. And then you share love with each other, but your love for yourself is primary. Their love for themselves is primary, and for their journey. Um, and so I just feel like they're kind of just check yourself before you break yourself. Bring that back, and the more they oh, okay, that makes sense. Because the more they raise their love vibration, then their ability to have more love for you expands. Same with you. We can't give more love to someone else than we have for ourselves. We can't receive more love from someone more than we have for ourselves. So the more we expand that, the more we can share love between the humans in our lives. Otherwise, if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to give, drip, drip, no matter how much love they want to give me, drip, drip, right? So we want to expand our self love so we can open up there too. So I love that. So that is what they got there for you, Maria. And then let's pull here. Actually, I want to being drawn to these animal spirits. Let's see what we have here for you. All right, they do want this one. What is this? Oh, is this the crocodile? Crocodile, which is about opportunity, risk, fertility, and life. Alligators and crocodiles are creatures of the water, particularly fecund, I don't know, swampland, which suggests both fertility and the feminine principle of life and birth. They have often been associated with dragons, which appear in myths and legend as wily guardians of treasures and keepers of wisdom. Stories that have revolved around encounters with these reptiles have often involved a new opportunity, but one that always carries significant risks. As with many mythological reptiles, the crocodile in this painting appears wise, menacing, and somewhat indolent. As soon as I saw that, I saw crocodile tears, and this is about being true being true to who you are, not falling into any games, not falling into anything, but stay real, stay true to you. No stories, no fairy tale stories, no crocodile tears, which means, fake tears to get attention. It's like no game playing between the two of you. I really like that. And that is the energy of your guys' relationship. There's no pretending, no, oh, I got to do this to be that or whatever. It's just you guys are real with each other. So I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So thank you again for your donation. All right. And Kitty Cat Black, welcome to the Praying Mantis. I love it. If you don't know, we'll have a session after this one in about an hour, where it's just a small group of Praying Mantis members. So we'll have readings and different things in there. So welcome, and hopefully you'll be able to make it. Thanks for joining the Praying Mantis. All right. That was a poor shuffle. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Hey, Nelia. Hey, Patty. Everybody. Hello, Melissa. Good to see everybody. Hey, Kitty Cat Black. Aye. Hey, Flo. All right. Okay, let me get back to readings. I'll say hi to everyone all day long. I'm so grateful to have you all here. All right. So, Ashvin Ray, you are up next. So, just real quick here, we've got Ashvin Ray up next. Rocky's World, Faith and Love, Nelia, Patty, and then Faith and Focus will be up after that. All right. So, Ashvin, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there here. And you want to know when and how will you meet your spouse? All right. Let's get some green tea here. All right. So let's look at how are you going to meet your spouse? How? All right. 5 cards for that. So it's going to be some opportunities. When feels like a range, especially with all these, but we'll take a look here. Yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, you do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, this birthing, this sensuality. It is a time of nurturing yourself now too. But let's take a look here. I want to go to the when first. And you got 3 cards. Let's see what the middle one is. So you have the Knight of Swords. You have the 10 of Cups. And you have the Hierophant. So, and I actually feel like these are months. The Knight is like a number 11, and you have the 10 of Cups and Knight of Swords. This has to do with October, November timeframe. This is based on current energy. All the way to May of next year is the range of when you will meet them, when you guys will cross each other's paths. We'll find out how you meet them, because I feel like with that's like a 6-7 month period. And it usually is ranges when we're looking at, meeting people. Very few things in our life are fated down to the day and the time and the location, like our birth. We choose that because our astrology gives us the whole map of possibilities in our life. And we're like, that's the one I want. That's when I want to be born. Death even is a range. There's the soonest we could pass away and the latest we could pass away, depending on our choices and our energies. But birth is one of the few fated exact moments. The rest of it is a range. Again, soonest, latest. So that's what we're looking at here. And because of that, you have like this range of different periods. And if anyone's interested, I do have my relationship readings on sale, and I think there's 6, which we dive in, and I have special decks where we pull into timing and the locations, and see if they'll give us the zodiac sign and how they'll look and different things like that. So if you're interested, there's a link down below for relationship readings, and they're a part of my specialized readings that are on sale until the end of March. So be sure to check that if you're interested. All right, let's see what else we can find out here. So we do have the High Priestess. This is the How, Ace of Cups. All right. 9 of Cups. All this emotional energy. Oh my gosh. And then you got the Star card, which is like the 9 of Cups, dreams come true, and the Ace of Swords, which is about the mind and clarity and learning. The energy I'm really picking up in this for you, Ashvin, here is, and this comes back to the Queen of Pentacles that was on the bottom of the deck, which also has the Page of Swords underneath there. This, you meet them by doing the things that you love. And I feel like specifically it's in learning about something that you love, whether you're taking a class on something, a modality that you love, or um, learning pottery or a painting class or culinary class. It's something about creativity and about expression and following your heart, something that you love to do, something that's a big passion in your life. And in learning it, you meet them because they're also there either teaching it or learning it, right? But this is with the 9 of Cups and the Star card is like a dream. What's a dream come true? What's something that you want for your life besides love and besides that, right? Something that's more personal that your heart wants and brings your heart joy, right? Um, and so it's like, it'd be like me, taking a channeling class or something spiritual, because that is my life is a thirst for spirituality. It'd be doing something and then having the teacher that's teaching it or the other students in the class that you end up like, especially like culinary, you end up getting paired with someone, and because they don't have someone there with them either, and you guys hit it off and you start talking, and then you want coffee or tea afterwards, and then conversations, and then there's the spark, and it just organically grows that way. So there's this importance of following your passions and doing that because that is where you meet them. So I like that. All right. And then let's take a look here. I feel like I also want to go back to these animal spirit for your fortune cookie. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. You got the raven energy, air energy, again, the mind, learning something. Creation, so creativity, magic, illumination. So the raven is frequently associated with powerful magic and omens. Its symbolism parallels that of the coyote and the rabbit in Native American myths, and it's worshipped as a deity. The Haida, Haida, and Tlingit peoples of Western Canada and Alaska revered the raven as a hero and a helper of human beings, a role reflected in the bird's prominent position in the totems of the Northwest. So the raven is believed to have placed the sun, the moon, the stars in the sky, bringing light to people both day and night. So I feel like a raven, um, I feel like um, a raven will help guide you in your journey here. I just feel like there's ravens are going to be about something that um, is like an omen for you. You're like, "Oh, look, we're meeting with this group at the Black Raven Cafe, and you're like, shut up, I just feel like it's going to be that kind of cool little omen about when you meet them. So I like that. So hopefully that helps, Ashvin. That's what they have for you right now. So thank you again for your donation. And then Rocky's World, you are up next. So let's give that a love and a like there. Thank you for your additional donation here. And you want to know, will you in get in Sycamore Valley? And if so, when? All right. Let's take a look here. Okay, I'm just going to Take another sip here. Gonna try to stay hydrated a little bit. All right. So, will you get into Sycamore Valley? There's some song. Will you get to Sycamore Valley? Do 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 do. I don't know what this song is. All right, and when? Let's take a look here. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 Hermit here, which is about being pocketed away, some alone time, and underneath the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is this energy of choice. You can kind of see like there, what do I really want? 4 of Cups underneath that, the boredom, the looking for something new and different that comes in here. Let's see what this is here. So that's the underlying energy. Will you get into there? I don't feel like you will, because you have the Knight of Cups, which is about movement of heart, and the 8 of Cups is about walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. And this 4 of Pentacles is this turn inward. And with that Hermit card, I feel like there's something else that inspires you. Let's see, because that's a no for me. And the when would normally be these cards, but I feel like they're like, no, this is they're giving you an idea of what that is, if that makes sense. You're like, yay, you didn't want to go? Okay. Yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So there is this journey in the outside world with this energy. Yeah, something that's more balanced between the head and the heart here. Oh, you want to definitely? This is this something that's more of a fit here. Interesting. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Again, that hermit being alone energy. And the 3 of Pentacles, something more true to your authentic self. There's also this, I didn't mean to flip you off there. There's this 3 of Pentacles is about other people here as well. So it's interesting that there's this period of time of more of aloneness and balance, but then there's this the 3 of Pentacles, like it says, being true to your authentic self, but then it's like it draws you out to something where other people are at, you know? And I see this as like a street light, green to red, and then there's slow movement forward later. So I feel like, um, and this makes sense, the when kind of intertwines in here too. It's like it's not now, there's something else that takes precedence, some alone time, some pocketing away, something that's more in alignment with you. But later, because it's like the green light and then a red light, there's no green to yellow to red. It's like suddenly something just stops you, but then it turns yellow, which allows you to start moving forward cautiously. Yellow is the caution light, right? But it's like it allows slow movement, and that makes sense with the Knight of Pentacles too, that it would be slower movement later that comes in here. So, and the bottom of the deck underneath that, yeah, you have this ending. Yeah, here's the Knight of Pentacles. So you get all these cards that kind of just confirm it. You got here's the Knight of Pentacles again, the World card, ending of one cycle, going into a new adventure, the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself more. And the 8 of Wands is a spark of something, a lot of energy that comes in. So it's not something that when it went from green to red, you're stopping in your tracks, like you're headed towards this valley, whatever this thing is that you're wanting to attend or go to, and you're like, oh, stop, wait a minute, what is that? And there's something that just grabs your attention and takes you in that direction. And so you're like, I'll come back to this, but oh my God, I have this opportunity, and look at that. I'm gonna go do this. And then you return to it later. So that is what they have for you for that. And Oh, nope. They want to go back to these cards. For you, for the Spirit Animal Oracle. All right there. Boom, boom. What do we have here? Yeah, supernatural. Yeah, you're an ancient, wise sage, oh dragon that you are. You can shapeshift at will. There you go. You can shift uh, at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. But with all that nine hermit energy and all that, I feel like you have like an opportunity for like a supernatural experience. That's what you're like, "What?" It almost feels supernatural because 'cause you're like, "No way, I am able to go do this? Shut up. Okay, I'm gonna go do it," you know? So hopefully that helps. That's what's coming in there for you. I'm excited. All the stuff you're getting to do. Alright. And then Faith and Love, thank you so much for your donation, and you're very welcome from your reading last night. Alright, and here is your question here. So thank you for that donation. Additional donation. Anyone I know, is your future husband someone you already know that's been through growth? So it's like a new connection or someone totally new. All right. Yeah, let's take a look here. You're welcome, Rocky. Oh, no, no. I get it. And I sometimes I have people that ask every session about their future spouse and they vary the questions. And I'm like, if I was interested in a spouse, I'd be asking all the time and I'd be creating a little journal, writing down all the stuff because it's like a scavenger hunt, or like a puzzle that you're putting together pieces. And it's exciting because you're like, ooh, I think I see an eye. I think this is their eye. Oh, there's their nose, So not at all. All right, so let's take a look here. Um, Tell us about it. Is this someone brand spanking new or a resurrected zombie that's gone through some changes? Let's take a look here. Okay. But do you want that one's kind of underneath though. I want that one there too. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's just scooch these around. Bottom of the deck, you have the Tower card here. And that can go either way. So we'll get more details on this because usually the Tower has that energy of something being um, removed out of our life, or like someone being removed out of our life to make space for something that's more in alignment with us, right? The zombies. I love it. Um, and But it can also be like something's destroyed to be rebuilt, right? But usually it's replaced with something new, not something old. Like, the tower doesn't burn down, they take all the rubble and rebuild something out of it. Usually they're like, let's just carry that away and bring in brand new updated supplies, right? So let's take a look. Let's start with this one here. Okay, yeah. So pretty much that answers our question with the full card. Ending of a cycle, beginning of a new adventure, someone brand new. So there we go. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we have the moon energy here. So I like this. I feel like we're going to get some information a little bit on who they are, um, because they know we want more. And I love this watery energy. So they do have, they're either a water sign, have a water moon, or have a lot of water in their chart, their birth chart, because they are influenced by the moon. So it's very important for you, and this might be good for you too, because I feel like you guys have this connection with water energy, being aware of the moon cycles, be aware of the eclipses, the different, is it a new moon, a full moon, a quarter moon, a waning gibbous, or, whatever those are. And then, something like this that, because I have a water moon. I have a ton of water and other strong water energy in my chart. I use this planetary guide, and you're a Pisces sun too. Okay, yeah. I have a stellium of a Pisces, so it's so important to, it tells you every single day what the moon is. Of course, we just came off of that Virgo lunar full moon lunar eclipse, but we're in Libra moon right now, so we're kind of in our heads a little bit until Monday, early Monday morning, at least here in the United States. Um, on St. Patty's Day, amazingly enough, we go into Scorpio water energy. So, there is this being aware of it because every 2 or 3 days we change moon signs and we go from like fire to earth to air to water to fire to earth to air to water. So sparky into groundedness, into in our head, into our emotions, and then back to the fire. And each of those look, of course, every three of the three different fire signs of three different earth signs, although they bring a different flavor of fire, a different flavor of earth, a different flavor of air, a different flavor of water. And it can really being aware of how it impacts us is good, and then being aware of how it impacts them then. So it's like if you get in the habit of watching the moon and tracking it, you don't have to buy anything. There's like websites that you can even search Google every day, what sign is the moon in? And see what the AI creates and tells you about that energy, see what resonates and what real even doing a moon journal and realizing how it affects you and going, oh, when this type of moon hits, this is how it impacts me. Awareness, right? And then I can use the emotional energy instead of have the emotional energy hit me like a giant wave and knock me around, right? Yeah. Yeah. And so, it is like when when okay, full moons are going to expand our all of the energy we're feeling. Um, but I notice, and I noticed growing up, um, I kind of felt sometimes emotionally unstable because up and down, in my fire, and then I feel very grounded and solid, and then I'm in my head, and then I'm really emotional, and then I'm fiery again, and it's like, what the hell is my hormones off, or what's going on? Do I need something checked? But I realized, oh, when you become aware of it, you can flow with it. All right, let's see what else about him here. All right. So one of the questions you asked is, have they been through a transformation? And they have the Saturn, Capricorn Devil card energy here, and the Ace of Wands. So they have been through transformation. They've been through at least one of their Saturn returns, which means 29 years old. 29, 28, 29 is when we have our first Saturn return. It's every 28, 29 years, but it does impact us 5 years before and after ish. And this does show that they've really questioned a lot of their thoughts and their beliefs, and this Ace of Wands, I feel like they've already made a big change in their life about where they thought they were to go, which can be like they've made a significant change in their career. Like, I'm going to be a lawyer. And so they're going to law school and they're doing all this. And then they're like, no, I hate this. I don't want to argue with people and this. I want to help people. I'm going to change my major and become a psychologist, a counselor instead. So that kind of energy I feel, especially a little in 29. Yeah, he's at least been through his that, and with this change, I feel like they altered their course, and so that's the kind of energy going from something from their head and doing something from their heart, and this is like the change that they've made. Yeah. Oh, I love this. And so they do their dream come true, is finding someone fiery like this Queen of Wands, someone who's connected with spirit, someone who's connected with their fire, their energy, passionate, um, and they don't want someone that's like you know, um, a yes person, like, "Oh, whatever you want, whatever, da, da." Someone that stands up for themselves, right? Yeah, you want stable energy. Well, that's good. This feels stable because I feel like really, I feel like they might be a counselor because they wanna help people that way, and in doing counseling, they learn a lot about tools to help themselves, and that's why I feel like they've been through their stuff where they're stable, emotionally stable, mentally stable. I like this, but they want someone who has life in them that, isn't afraid to share what they think and feel, and someone who's confident, and so they want someone like this, not someone who's needy and, wants all this. They're like, I want someone who can keep up. I want someone who, um, if I fire at them because 'cause I'm in a bad mood, will fire right back and go, "Oh, wait a minute. Is that really what you meant to say to me? Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go grab some lunch." I like it. Yeah. And so this tells you they are stable. Balance of heart and mind. And the King of Cups is this energy of being like a good fit. It's my compatibility card. It's like you fit like a glove. And here again, Chariot, Cancer moon energy, and King of Cups. So that's the ruler of the emotional suit. So I like this. I like this energy for you, but it is someone brand new that you don't know yet. So I like that. And then we'll give you here. Yeah, I like that. And that you have the space and the support of that. Like when you do it, they're not going to be like, "You better stop that." They're going to be like, "Ooh, look at you." It's supportive, and they're like, "I like it when you're that way." And you're just like, "Oh my." Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, I love this. Yeah. So you've got here, it's called insect. I thought that looked like a praying mantis. um, but it has wings, so maybe that's a moth. But it says it's feminine power, spirituality, and renewal. So definitely, you guys have a lot of aligned spirituality because it's very important. But it says insects are the most plentiful of beasts, consisting of more than 800,000 species. Their ability to metamorphose and fly has led to frequent symbolic associations with the spirit world and spiritual renewal. Yeah, this is the praying mantis has long been associated with feminine power, as the female is larger and stronger than the male. Oh, they might be short. I'm just kidding. The mantis-like insect in this painting is from Buffalo Gals. Won't You Come Out Tonight? A story by Ursula K. Le Guin, Guin, with illustrations by Boulet. I like that though. The spiritual energy and they are. I like that they're secure in themselves and they're in tune with their divine feminine, so they can communicate and I like that energy. Um, they're very comfortable with their divine masculinity, but they're also comfortable with compassion and empathy and and realizing that it doesn't mean you're soft, it doesn't mean you're, whatever. It is powerful. So I love that for you. All right. So a little bit tidbits. That's what they have for you, faith and love. I like it. Find out if they have a brother. I'm just kidding. But a bunk. All right. So thank you for your donation. And then Nelia Maderos, you're up next. Thank you for your donation and your thinky there. And there we go. There's your question there. Let me just think. I know, right? I guess make sure it's a gay brother. It doesn't help me if they're straight, right? All right. So is Nelia, you want to know is A L um their real name, And is A talking to other women other than you and generalness, please? Deep. Dig deep if you can. Yeah, we will. And then we'll circle back around for your free reading in a little bit. Yeah, it's almost 12:30. Come on, bruddaZEN. Snap, snap. Okay, here we go. So is that their real name? Take a look here. Okay. Interesting. We'll see what those are about. I don't know. See the cards yet. And then are they talking to other women like with romantic intentions? I'm assuming. Yeah, they talk to the cashier at the grocery store when they get grocery. We know it's like no. I mean, talk. And then a general. What would spirit want you to know about them here? Yeah, I do want all those two. Okay. So, the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and I'm hearing slow your horses. Nine of Pentacles, which is about being, that's the hermit energy of being by yourself in the outside world. And the World card, too, which is about ending of a cycle, beginning of a new adventure. So I'm kind of getting this slow your roll kind of energy, which is don't rush into anything with them, which kind of tells you something then. But let's take a look here and see what else we have, Nelia. So, is that their real name? Well, we got the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. I'm getting cautious energy here. And these cards on the surface are like, well, this doesn't look bad, right? Because Six of Pentacles is equal, giving and receiving. The Eight of Pentacles is about evolution and learning and growth. And the King of Cups is like a perfect fit. On the surface, wow, this looks like too good to be true. Six of Pentacles is also my codependency awareness card. I know. Don't ruin it. I know. But this is what Spirit wants you to know. And this Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups is giving me this energy, someone working at trying to look like they're a perfect fit for someone. Like, I'm a balanced person. Look, I can communicate my emotions and I can do this and that. But I'm getting kind of playa energy with that. I know. Are they seeing other people? Two of Pentacles shows me two options in the outside world. And the Eight of Swords, is a reminder before we dive into what else they want you to know here that every relationship we have is a reflection for us to show us what we want to see about ourselves, right? So when we're asking the questions of, what is my real name? Right. Am I talking to other people besides my higher self, right? Am I cheating on myself with others? Am I looking for someone to define me? You know, and so when I look at this and I'm uh, whatever triggers come up, this Eight of Swords is about you realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. These triggers that are coming up make you feel blinded and small and trapped and restricted and you know um, powerless and what am I learning about myself through my interactions? What's the reflection I'm seeing, right? So I like that because with this information that's coming in, it feels like, okay, you feel like a life lesson, Mr. or Mrs. or whoever that we come across. And even on the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card, which is the shaking and rattling of our cage to show us what can be released from us and the rattling of our cage so we can see what fears, what bars are there that we can remove and to free ourselves, right? Let's see what else they want you to know here around the situation. Yeah, pretty clear. Tower card, sudden movement out of your life. The Three of Wands is with new information. You taking a different route. And then Two of Wands is this awareness of where you're focusing your energy, right? And the plans. But this is like altering course and not being afraid to alter course, that you hold the power, with this, with your choices. And then these four cards underneath. Yeah. So I feel like, they're really showing you these, reflecting these old emotions of, um, I don't know, facing the feelings of lack, of being left behind, being left out in the cold, fear of abandonment, and it's like, okay, let me look at this, because you've got the Sun card here, which brings in a lot, like a big bright light that shines light on things that you wanted to see, especially in your subconscious here, right? Excuse me, but you also have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which is this feeling of victory and movement of energy and a spark that comes in. And so there is this, I feel like they help bring awareness around a clog in your life that you can, then have it set free from, right? And be set free on it. And um so really use this um mirror to really reflect. I'm sorry, they were telling me a bunch of things, Nelly. Sorry. Yeah, no, you can't. You can trust them, but it would be a mistake. They're saying, really looking at them and going, they're trying to be something that they're not, and they can, it's like I'm trying to be who I think you want me to be, and present myself as what you're not needing, so that I can get attention from you. But I'm also doing that for this person, at least another person. There's at least two with that Two of Pentacles. But, there's also that, it's happening for you so you can see the things about yourself and go, really, the only person that we can trust is ourselves, and not even our human self, but our higher self. Humans, we see the world through our own conditioning and all of this, but it is showing you and bringing up the fears so that you can face them and go, so that you don't bring them into something in the future, right? That this is like, thank you for being a stepping stone. Thank you for volunteering to be my mirror and be this for me, so that I can release myself from it, right? So I like that. Hey, kitty cat black. Love all your your emojis there. Okay, let's see what we have here. So you got the seahorse coming in as your fortune cookie here. Sitting a little closer there. Hello, little seahorses. This is strength, guidance, transformation, and feminine energy. So the seahorse is a symbol of power. I like this, stepping into your power. It has frequently appeared in the coats of arms of European nobles, associated with valor and bravery. It was the steed of the Greek god Neptune, or Poseidon, the ruler of the sea. Neptune, of course, ruling over Pisces and all of our emotional journey. So Neptune was frequently depicted amid huge curling waves in a chariot pulled by great seahorses. So the seahorse's ability to negotiate the rolling seas, a symbol of physical and spiritual transformation, signifies its role as a guide in times of change. So, because of its curving form and association with water, the seahorse also is imbued with feminine energy. And this feminine aspect is emphasized in the painting, which shows a woman's shapely form within the creature's body. Oh, didn't even notice that. Oh, yeah, she is there. Boo. I don't know if you can see her there. She's right there. So this is finding your form amidst the emotional waves, and I like this empowerment that's happening with this. And they're showing you this is about realizing your power. So hopefully that helps there, Nelia. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right, just so you guys know where we're at on donations, I have Patty up next, and then Faith and Focus, and then Moonlight, 5 for 2. Hey, Moonlight, sorry I didn't say hello to you. Um, and that's where we'll be at. And I'm gonna be on for about just less than 30 more minutes for this session, but I will come back, whatever I don't finish. When I come back, I'll have donations first and YouTube channel members, free readings, and then free readings. But I will finish everything today. I'm just gonna at 1 o'clock here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes to go spend about an hour, hour and a half or so with my Praying Mantis members. And then I will probably grab something to eat. And then I'll be back on and I'll finish everything out. Right. All right. And thank you guys so much for your patience and for the thumbs up as well. It does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So I appreciate that. It does help out my channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, Patty, let's give your donation a love and a like here. Thank you for that. I want to know what led to your direct manager's resignation before the outcome of your hearing. I feel like this is resulting in the delayed feedback from the chairman. Ooh. Uh-oh. Let's take a look here. Let's find out. Let's take a sip of the tea before we get the tea here. Uh-oh. So what led? Is there drama or are they just tired of it all too? Let's take a look here. Okay, we got all that. And is this why the feedback has been delayed from the chairman? Okay, that's it. All right. I like the energy on the bottom of the deck being the Queen of Wands and also the Emperor energy that's coming in here. Because both of these are representing your power, your energy, the Aries energy of the Emperor that you get to decide what you want to do and moving forward. That's that entrepreneur energy too with the Emperor. And the Queen of Wands is that you can put whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish, and nothing can stop you. I like this powerful fire energy that's coming in. Okay. Let's start with your last question first. I'm just being drawn to these two cards. Is the delay from the chairman because of that? That's happening here. Ooh, we have the Tower card here. There's this sudden change, and the Five of Swords is this conflict, this argument, this I feel like it's verbal conflict that's coming in here. So the sudden of somebody leaving, I do feel like there is some, uh-oh, wait a minute. So we'll find out here, and we'll find out what was the reason for the resignation here. Yeah, got the Devil card, which is the shaking of their cage. Nine of Swords. There's a lot of mental fear here between those two cards. What else do we have? Queen of Pentacles and the Moon card too. Wow, so this is both emotional energy and mental energy that's coming in here. So just tapping into the energy of your immediate supervisor. When I saw the Queen of Pentacles, I thought of you, and I feel like they were like, I kind of feel like your immediate supervisor might feel like they were giving you a bad rap, and they didn't like. I don't feel like they like the outcome of this, but I don't feel like it's the first. I do feel here with like the Devil card and the Nine of Swords is like, I don't think I could sleep at night. This is like kind of the phrase, right? I don't think I could sleep at night knowing that I was a part of this, kind of energy, and that it's been going on for a while. I feel like they've been doing other things too that they didn't agree with. And they're just like, you know what? This isn't worth it for me. I don't want to lose my mental health and my emotional health here. I just feel like it's almost like as they say, the feather that breaks the camel's back, or the straw that breaks the cow's back or camel's back or whatever. It broke someone's back. It broke theirs because I feel like they're just like, I've enough. I'm going to go do something else. Something that makes me feel proud of what I do and something that follows my heart. And I feel like with all of this that it was like, "Uh-oh, wait a minute," with everything that's unfolding here. Um, and that's why I feel like the chairman's like, "Oh god, okay. Complication. What's happening? Wait a minute." Um, and and I feel like the resignation letter was detailed. I feel like your immediate boss, I feel like they would have been like, "Bah, bah, bah," they wouldn't be like, "I'm out of here." They'd have been like, "Okay, because of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, I just can't do this, and I'm submitting my resignation." And it's like, "Oh, this is a part of company records, HR sees it, and they're like, 'Whoa, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Here's lawsuit territory,' or, 'Okay, wait a minute, let's make sure all our ducks are in a row.'" And I feel like that's why the chairman was like, this tower card was the suddenness kind of, um, and the lightning bolt, when a lightning bolt strikes in darkness, it brings some illumination for a second, like, wait a minute, what was that? And so I feel like the director wanted to review things one more time, or at least have their lawyers look at it one more time to, look at risk versus whatever kind of information. So interesting. I still don't feel like it, if it comes back and they're like, "Well, we're gonna do this instead." Um, and he'd be like, "I don't want to be around here either." It's like follow their lead. Get the hell out of there. Okay, let's take a look here. I do feel like, whoop, no, I feel like they want to have your animal spirit card here. All right, I do want this one here. Oh wow, you got the eagle, and someone's riding an eagle in the moonlight here. I love that card. So the eagle is the symbol of power, creation, illumination, and exploration. Almost every culture that has had contact with eagles has imbued them with power and influence. Native American tribes worshiped the bird as the Great Spirit, the creator of all things. Eagle legends frequently involve journeys into dangerous or unknown territory. So, going into unknown territory. A Northwest Native American myth tells of the eagle setting out with a coyote to the land of the dead to retrieve the spirits of the deceased. Eagle feathers have thus been used as talismans by shamanic healers venturing into the netherworld, and they are given as rewards for individual feats of courage or bravery. So I love this, that you have the power and the courage to go into the unknown. And again, I like that it's like, okay, all this stuff that's going on. I still don't feel like it's like, well, wait a minute, maybe we'll stay here kind of stuff. It's more like, who wants to be in this land of the dead? This is the kind of energy that's there. All right, so that's what they have there for you. So many blessings to you. All righty. And Highness, I think yours was one that I also did at the beginning of this session because you asked a question, I think, last night. And then it got cut off in the session I did. So I did it earlier today, um, at the beginning of the session, if you're interested in looking at that while you're waiting for your other one. All right. Okay, Patty. So thank you again for your donation and hang in there. All right. So faith and focus. Thank you for your donation here. Let's give that a love and a like. And you want to know, what is the core issue between you and God? You believe in God, but feel like you're putting effort into the relationship but not getting anything out. Oracle and Tarot. All right. Let's take a look here. Come on. Highlight. There it goes. All right. So, what oracle are we being drawn to here? Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Not there, not there, not there. Well, this one is calling us. This is the Faces of Ocean or Ocean Oracle. So let's take a look here. What is at the core here? What is the obstacle? What's the wall? Because you're speaking and reaching out, and they're speaking and reaching out to you too, but there's a block in between. So it's not, yeah, we'll take a look here. Ocean the Protector. Yeah, here we go. Card number 2. All right, let's see what energy comes with this here. Come on. There it is. So this is about, like we said, safety, boundary setting, and courage. The quote here is "I am safe." And it says, "When's the last time you felt fully safe, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually? You've summoned the fierce but nurturing energies of Ocean, the protector here. And Ocean, the protector, helps ignite your inner fire, a divine force that can repel any negativity aimed at you. How much of yourself are you giving and at what cost? What to do now? Speak your truth, stand your ground, and shield yourself from negative energies that do not serve your highest good. This includes undesired situation, thoughts, or people." Okay, this is making sense. So strengthen your boundaries with things in the outside world. This is not toward creator, not toward God. This is about the energy that's around you. Take this as a sign to pause, refuel, and rebuild your strength and resilience. Create a bigger safety net to protect yourself from unforeseen challenges. Protect your energy. Create a space, both physically and spiritually, where you can reconnect with your higher self without distraction or interruption. The divine has your back. Trust that you are protected in every sense of the word, but you need to wake up and actively participate in your own well being. We'll clarify this in a sec, but I definitely can see what they're bringing in here. The herstory of Ocean the Protector says in Yorubaland, Ocean protects the poor and is known as the mother of all orphans. Ocean is compassionate and comes to the aid of her devotees with sustenance, support, protection, and blessing. Though her protective aspects might not be as emphasized as they are with other orishas, Ocean safeguards emotions, nurtures love, and helps family bonds and friendships. A healing ritual you can do: choose 3 stones or crystals that speak to you. And as you hold the stones, visualize Ocean the protection wrapping you in a shield of light that also extends to your loved ones. Repeat the affirmations: "I am protected and surrounded by divine light." Place the charged stones and the written affirmation in a cloth bag you can carry, or place it under your pillow for ongoing protection. Wow, I love that. So, the energy that comes in with this, and we'll pull a few tarot here in a moment too. Let's go down here. Right. It resonates. I love it. Is so the first of all, the safety energy, when creator and spirit world, they speak and communicate and exist at a high frequency, right? We know that, right? Higher vibration, unconditional love, joy, laughter, gratitude, fun, play, peace, right? That's the energy of the higher realms. Um, Fear, which this giant amusement park full of fear rides that the earth is, there's a lot of lower vibration, and lower vibration is noisy, it's loud. And when we have fear and we have this all that about this protection of this energy, managing and the boundaries around is when when there's so much noise, it's like being in a loud hard rock cafe, that's blaring the music, and you see someone's lips moving, but you're like, "What? I can't hear you," It's like, uh, but when you're in silence, you can hear a whisper, right? And so, this is about, you are speaking to creator, they are hearing you, spirit world, they know your thoughts, your emotions, and they hear and feel and see everything. There's no secrets, we're all there's no judgment either. We're all, you know, one in a sense. We're all part of the same sea of love. Um, but when they're speaking to us at that higher vibration, if we are at a lower vibration, it's hard for us to hear. It's hard for us to experience it. So when they're talking about the boundaries, it's like, and I feel like that, like, yeah, there's a lot of, well, in this day and age right now, there's so much loudness of fear and lower vibration all around us that it's important for us to pocket away. And if we feel unsafe, if our little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, this is the I am safe energy. When our inner child feels unsafe, out of control, it goes into fight or flight mode. It knocks us off of our connection to high frequency. It knocks us out of our intelligent, compassionate, loving side. And it's a little 2-year old and its pet hissing cat reacting, just wanting to do whatever it needs to feel safe and in control. And if we're in a cycle of being around, like, what are we seeing, what are we hearing, what are we smelling, what are we tasting, what are we touching, all the sensory environment that we're around, what am I filling myself up with, what energy am I around. Sometimes we can't help but be around lower vibrational energy because it's all around everywhere, but whenever we can, the more we can energetically do things, then the more clearer we can see. And then we're like, wow, we start to see all the synchronicities that they're flooding our life with. We're getting messages in our mind being dropped in, emotional messages, energetic messages. Like I said, seeing bumper stickers, license plates, hearing songs, overhearing people's conversations. Like they love to communicate with us, but sometimes we're so, distracted. Again, it talked about distractions in there, with all this loudness that's trying to demand our attention. It's like getting away and changing, some of those things. Something that can help, especially with all, I feel like you're very empathic and you do pick up a lot of people's uh emotions, right? Yeah, okay. Well, okay. But let's look here. Here is the empathic bubble and the real gift of the empath. Um, and if they're giving you messages and things aren't coming through, then these can also help, which are about, whoops, nope, those are not what I wanted. Sorry, grab the wrong ones. My mouse moved and okay, no, it's not those. Those are helpful anyway if you guys want to look at those. But the ones that I meant were um, the energy focus and the Six of Pentacles kind of energy that's in here, which all has to do with our energy and our focus and those types of things. Um, so you feel like you're hearing the instructions clearly, and you might just, of course, just really ask for clarification and say, I'm doing this, but can you give me more clarity? It doesn't seem to be happening. But when spirit gives us like instructions and then we don't get the results, there's two things that can happen. And that's where this energy focus and the Six of Pentacles comes in. Six of Pentacles is a subconscious kind of out of balance, where our inner child um, feels that, no, you have to do this to get this. And um and if we haven't like given the 1,000 love coins or success coins, we don't get the one success coin or the one love coin. And the little inner child, they're in charge of this force field that keeps things away from us that it doesn't feel we deserve yet. So there's this energy that keeps it, about that, right? It's like, and so that Six of Pentacles talks about how we can go back and find out where these beliefs came in. Usually it's 7 years old and younger where we develop this. And the children were like, "What? I have to give 1,000 love coins to get one back?" And like, well, this seems fair, I guess. We don't know any better. We accept that rate of exchange from humans and it sinks into our subconscious and then we apply it to everything in our life. I know I was a huge overgiver. School, work and jobs and friends and family, let me give and give and give and give. Oh, no, I don't deserve that yet. Oh, you shouldn't have. Let me give more because I need to make up for what you gave me. I have to overgive to you. And so there's some energy in that that keeps things away. And then we talk about energy too in those. So I feel like that will help, bring that in because they are communicating. And the more we look at and changing our vibration, then we can, also uh, adjust that rate of exchange, which brings down the force field. Because even if we're doing all the stuff and it's coming, it's waiting at the walls, at the gates, but the gates are closed, and the little inner child's going, "No, you don't deserve that yet. We're not unlocking that yet." And you're like, "There's this long line of abundance that's waiting to get to me," but little scared. They're not a brat. I was about to say the little bratty self, but no, it's a little. No, 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 no. We don't deserve that yet. That's more their energy. No, no, we can't have that come in yet, and that changes things, right? So, so that's what they have for you right now. Hopefully that helps. Um, I don't. Yeah, let me know what site did you make a donation through their Divine Empathic Tarot? Because I didn't see one. I'm actually about to head off here too. Let me grab some screenshots here, and we will investigate that. But I will see here. We'll just make sure if it did it not come through, or maybe I just didn't get an email notification. But let me know here as I take screenshots. And just so everyone knows, I'm about to head off here for about an hour or so. Uh, and then I will come back and I'll finish out everything today, free readings and donations and everything. And I will post um, the list in the order which all the readings were completed once I'm done with the next stream when I come back on. But I also will put it in the description box of the video when I start. So everyone can kind of see when I return here. Sorry, let me just make sure I get all these here. There we go. Oh, so Divine Empathic Tarot, I do see that you um, made one here, but it was like about 20-30 minutes ago here, right? Oh, you tried Square? Okay, yeah, I see the Divine Empathic. I see your donation here for that here too. Let me just make sure I grabbed all these right. Yeah. So I do see your for a general one there. So I do see it here. You said you tried it on Square and you donated there before, but it came back. Oh, it came back. Who knows? Mercury retrograde acting of is a foot, evidently. I'm so sorry. But I do see that. And thank you, B. I do see your donation too. And I will return. Um, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Weirdness is afoot. But I will be back. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna head off here and oops, it's starting right now. I'm gonna jump over there and I'll be about an hour and a half or so with them. I'm gonna grab a bite to eat And then I will be back, and all donations will be first, and then my YouTube channel member free readings, and then the free readings, and then I'll put that there, right? Okay, very good. Yeah, yeah. So just a general. Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much, my fiend. Thank you for your patience with all that. All right. Oh, and let me grab here the last Hiratashi. You put something on there. I'll grab that too. So I'll be back probably within like 2 hours, if not earlier. And then, like I said, I'll finish off all the donations and first and free readings for my YouTube channel members, and then all the other free readings. So everyone will get a message today. And thank you for your patience in getting to those. And thank you for all the thumbs up too. I help spread the Zen love. And if you want something to get some other messages from spirit while you're waiting, we did have the Equinox readings come out for each elemental. There's the playlist for those. We had the Aries sun season come out yesterday morning for next week. And if you want to know more about the Virgo full moon impact for you, here's a one for that too. And there's a ton of others. If you go to my main page at the top, there's the playlists for new for 2025. And in the description box of the video, there's a bunch of playlists too. So be sure to check those out if you want some free more messages from spirit, but I shall return. And remember, so we're going through our adventures every second of every day of our lives. We truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you, much love, hang in there, take care of yourself, and have fun. Because why we being so serious? All right. I love you guys. We'll see you soon.